Figured I would try something different here. I've got a different phone than I've had recently, and that's what I'm shooting this video on now. I think it's pretty good quality. It's a Samsung S21, and I've got like a magnetic mount on my windshield in front of me here. So haven't got a camera yet to do any of these videos. I'd like to do that probably at some point soon, but you know, I definitely still like making videos. I haven't gotten very many comments. I know a lot of people when they start out, and I'm not doing these videos for likes and any of that kind of stuff. It's not what it's for at all. It's for me to send the channel to agencies, to friends of mine that work in public safety in some form, or I think the topics in the presentation and what I've dealt with in the last several years has some implications for other entities, other companies, and other organizations. So, but a camera would be better, I think, to do some of these videos. But try this camera out on this phone here and see what happens. Had a few things happen. My sister had a domestic incident, and she was the victim of that incident, and that bothers me. The person that assaulted her has not been arrested yet. He's a convicted felon. He stole her handgun that she owns, and then the judge in that case told her that she had to go and retrieve her stolen gun from the guy that beat her up and stole it from her. So dealing with that, and that's all sorts of fun. But you go to prison. I was talking to my mom about this earlier. When you go to prison, you have either a good moral compass or a bad moral compass, and then it can get worse or better while you're there because of that experience. And I think that happened to me, certainly. I can say, that I'm a lot more of an honest person now. I can say that I don't break the law. It's not for breaking. But when you're outside of the law and the implications that it brings with it, and someone does something wrong, hopefully you're a little better at knowing what that is, the law they've broken or what have you. But the situation with my sister, I don't feel that the prosecutor's office is doing what they should do, and for whatever reason that may be, I don't know what their reasoning behind charging or not charging someone appropriately. I think that's an issue in this case, is that they're not charging this individual the way that they should. For whatever reason, we'll go through that. But I've decided, I talked to my sister about it and decided to publish the obtained video from that court hearing, and made a pretty long post about it, and hopefully it exposes some issues with some judges that we have in this area and their lack of diligence and competence, I would say. There's another situation in this area that relates to crime and punishment and laws and those kinds of things, and it's an individual that had a lengthy criminal record, violent criminal record, and he was on supervision by the state for a previous attempted murder charge. He was given parole, and he's also on probation, and he shot and killed a 3-year-old girl and her dad while they were in their house. The system failed the family of that little girl and of her dad, the man that was killed. And I posted something pretty lengthy about that talks about what should have happened, I feel, being of someone that's been in the system before. And it's not that I'm an expert, it's not that I know everything about the criminal justice system, because I don't. But I do know what the state's typical processes are and what they're going to do and what they do for most people. For some reason, for this individual, that didn't happen, and that's, I think, plays into how the little girl and her dad lost their lives. So, a lot of times when people go to prison, they either have a really bad moral compass and they belong there, or they have a really good one and they screwed up, made a mistake, made a decision, and then whatever happened, they got there and they get out and they either get worse or get better get those decision-making skills, and I'd like to think that I'm pretty good at that, and hopefully have gotten better and continue to get better, because the thing that I realize is that everyone's a mistake away from something happening, and the system isn't perfect. It doesn't always work, and it doesn't always work for everybody the right way, but it's what's there. And I think you can either make it better, try to, or you can sit in apathy, or you can make it worse and be part of the problem, literally. So that's all I've got for today, and I think that's all I'm going to talk about today. So everyone be careful and be safe. Thanks.